Stephen, I see about half the schedule. I see the big games, especially in the SEC Western Division. You see every play of every game in terms of what we saw that was displayed about Tim Williams during the draft coverage tonight. It would be hard pressed for us to find a player who gave them tape at ESPN that was more dominant against quality competition than Tim Williams showed us, where he was just a man amongst boys in some of the plays where he just threw people to the side, just was out quicking people, if that were a word, to the backfield to make plays. It was just dominance when Tim Williams is on his game and ready to go. Remarkable to see. 31 tackles last year, but most of them disruptive, drive stopping type plays, 16 tackles for loss and 9 sacks. Ardarius Stewart, of course, Stephen, a guy that we've talked about for a long time here, a guy that's not the number one guy, never was at Alabama, but a complimentary guy that has been integral to the championship drive the last 2 years, with 54 catches 2 years ago and 4 touchdowns, 54 catches last year and 8 touchdowns, and a guy that's most likely going to find a good fit in the NFL and be able to play for a long time.
And the New York Jets got a good one in Ardarius Stewart at the 79th overall pick, and gets a chance to join the likes of Devin Smith from the Ohio State University Buckeyes, who's already there, and also Eric Decker. So the Jets have a fresh crop of receivers. Ardarius Stewart can do some things, not just in the receiving game, but also you can put him in the slot, you can put him at deep threat, you can have him return kicks, possibly have him return punts. And also remember, Mark, Ardarius Stewart, a former high school quarterback at Fultondale, Alabama. So if you have some issues with your quarterback play, you can throw Ardarius back there as well and let him throw the ball a little bit. Just a dynamic athlete, somebody who brought a lot of pop to Alabama's offense the last couple of years, works back to the quarterback, still needs to dot his routes with a little bit more consistency, but somebody that when you put him on the field, you can't deny the talent that he is.
Stephen, you mentioned that school, The Ohio State University, and it seems to be a rivalry theme across conferences, whether you're talking about winning percentage or championships or the coaching rivalry of Urban Meyer and Nick Saban. And here, when we talk about the NFL draft, Ohio State with the best 3 rounds, first 3 rounds in the history of the draft last year, with 10 players selected, 9 for Alabama this year. 9 Bama players to Ohio State. I believe they had 6, and that was a young Buckeye team, the youngest Power 5 team in college football, and they still produced 6 underclassmen to the NFL. So it's a power struggle within college football, and we will probably see come August them ranked somewhere in the top 3 between the 2 of them.
When you look at, when you look at Nick Saban and Urban Meyer, the 2 class acts of college football, the 2 gladiators, the 2 men that probably are playing more chess while the rest of college football is playing catch up with checkers. And, these 2 guys recruit well. They produce winners. They produce quality young men in life after football. And you take your cap off to both guys. They know what they want. They know what the fan base expects for them to get, and they go out there and get it done.
Hey, Stephen, as I hear you break down these draft picks and then go through the 2-deep chart of the particular NFL team, I'm thinking, where have you been? We should be doing an NFL podcast as well. Bring you on and have you break down the NFL teams as well.
This is what I mean, Mark. You've got to be a jack of all trades at this thing. This is why Team No Sleep is real. It's a real thing. It's a real moniker.
It's Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama. We get together every Wednesday night to break down the Tide. Of course, we've just concluded spring practice. We're diving into the NFL draft selections here over the weekend, and we will get you set for August camp in the ensuing weeks. Stephen, we appreciate you staying up and providing your insight as always.
No problem, Mark. Thank you.